Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at Ethereum and its longer term outlook. Remember, if you do like this video, be sure to hit the like button down below and also consider subscribing. So let's go ahead and jump in. So on the monthly, this is the monthly chart for Ethereum Bitcoin. Every candle is represented as a month, and for the month of January, when we were looking at this, we noticed that there is this symmetrical triangle being drawn. We see clear peaks and touches to the top, touches of the bottom, and finally a breakout. What we were hoping for in January is that Ethereum should close above, needs to close above this line. We've seen in the past, albeit all three times, wicks above the line. However, we've yet to see a close above it. So with that said, we're in the month of February. We have closed above it. What does this mean? Well, some things to note. I mean, this is the monthly chart. Things take time. So it's not like we're going to see a major pump to, zero point 0.08 Bitcoin in the next week. This is going to take months to get to, at least in my opinion. Even this move here took months. It took 7 months. It took more than half of a year. So keep that in mind, you guys. Yes, we've broken up. This is good. This is what we want to see. But this is going to take a hot minute. But we're on the right track. We'll see what happens in the next 2 months within Q1. Q1 has poised to be a good time for Ethereum, as well as generally altcoins, which is something that I mentioned. So we'll keep that in mind. Notice too that Bitcoin right now, for the most part, has been essentially moving sideways on the weekly. We see that we're generally on the half can, like we're here at this point, like 4 weeks ago. We were here 2 weeks ago. So we're range bound in the 30,000s. And if this continues, I expect Ethereum to keep moving. We're currently up on the week. We're at 3.5% on the week. Is something that we would need to keep going. And with that said, I've never seen, or I have seen, I guess, but this is a very good sign, and I'm quite bullish on that. And that's why I haven't sold a lot of my Ethereum. I sold a little bit at around 1140, but I mean, with that said, it's fine. When we look at the RSI on the weekly, yes, we're pretty overextended. We haven't been at these levels since we're past the levels of 2018, so the peak. But the main peak on the RSI, and I would say would be at the that $363 level prior to us getting to $1,400. That RSI level was at 97. Currently, we're at 86. We peaked about a few weeks ago when we were at 92.73. However, on the monthly, which is something that I like to keep an eye on, because we see this amazing cup. Now, I'm not saying it's a cup and handle, but it's a great reversal chart on the RSI. It's quite beautiful to see. We're currently at 83.22. The peak would have been 97.69 against the US dollar. On Ether Bitcoin, we have yet to even breach past overbought territory. And this is something that I think is important to note. As even though I sell my Ethereum, most of my Ethereum probably in the next year is probably going to go back to fiat or stable coins. I also want to be looking at the Ether Bitcoin chart, and even with this breakout, this recent move at 55, almost 56% in January against Bitcoin, we're only at 56 on the RSI. We're still in neutral territory. The peaks that we saw are 85.83 at the peak in June of 2017, at the peak of Ether Bitcoin. There is a long road ahead. There is a bullish road ahead, in my opinion, and it's quite exciting to watch. And note that, it took several months to get up to this point, but it only took 1 month to get from 55 to 72 on the RSI, with this, 246% move up. Now, I don't think we're going to see a 276% move up, but we should get a lot higher in the next 2 months or so. And that's what I am looking at. Uh, and ultimately, you guys know my sell projections for Ethereum. The highest that I'm willing to sell Ethereum to Bitcoin is 0.08. That's why I have this line drawn. And I think that's quite doable within the next year and a half or so. Anyway, that's all for today, you guys. Ethereum's still looking great. When you look at it on the monthly, on the weekly, it's also looking great. It's holding its gains fairly well from its recent move in January. Let's hope that it continues. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.